Thank you for joining us once again on Asset Television News. I am Eugenia Solomon. First, the headlines. Family seeks assistance to recover stolen child. NANS leader accuses Atiku Abubakar of supporting factional leader. Niger state government relaxes curfew. And now the news in detail. Mr. and Mrs. Bartholomew Bright were happy and expressed joy when, after a scan during pregnancy, they were told to expect twins. But, however, on a delivery date, one of the twins disappeared. Mr. and Mrs. Bright are seeking for justice from relevant authorities as to the whereabouts of their second child, whom they say was stolen from the hospital. According to them, their twins is still in custody of the hospital where she was delivered.
It is always said to give birth is a blessing from God. But sometimes the blessings turn sour when along the lines when a woman encounters some obstacles. A case in hand is that of Mrs. Bright. She gave birth to twins. One of the twins was stolen in the hospital. Mrs. Bright, almost a year after, saw her twin child with the wife of the owner of the hospital during a routine immunization exercise. The matter was reported to the police, whom she said compromised and turned the case against her. Mrs. Bright is still looking for justice and wants the relevant authorities to come to her aid.
Tell us, what are your demands now?
I'm demanding for the DNA test.
You want your child? Taking blood sample, they didn't do it.
They didn't do it.
Sir, I don't know if I...
Okay, please. Where is the other child?
The other child is with them. So when they take the blood sample,
When last did you see the other child?
we saw it last upper week.
Okay, you saw the child. Okay, at
Yes.
the point, the doctor was saying, Madam, go with your child. Why didn't you go with your child at that time?
The woman hold me on my back and I carry this one on my back. Carry that one in my hand. That is why doctor said I should drop the child. He will call me.
Yeah, doctor said, this is your child.
Yes, sir.
That is an admittance that is not his own child.
Yes, sir.
So why would the husband now say, this is your child, and the wife say, no, it's not your child?
I don't know. I don't know why she said a thing like that, because she said
Which hospital? Which hospital?
he said that
Which hospital? Tell us the name of the hospital, where it's located,
Where you gave birth.
the name of the medical doctor.
okay.
Yeah, well, those are the things we want.
Okay, it's a Divine Rain Clinic Health Center
Where?
at Airport Road, Soka.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Opposite immigration. Yes, sir. It's still functional.
They admit people there for delivery.
Yes, sir.
So why did his own wife not deliver in the husband hospital?
No, we don't know, because when he text that text message to my husband, we called him. He now say they are at a specialist hospital.
A representative of Ogoja People's Forum, Don Claim Nambi, who was at the event where Mrs. Bright pleaded for assistance, vowed that everything will be done to reclaim the child.
We will not allow any child of cross-river extraction go out. We will not stand and watch anybody intimidate any cross-riverian. I have briefed the governor and he's on his foot on this. The senators from Cross River State Extraction are all on the same case. Not one child of Cross River Extraction will be taken from a cross-riverian and to anywhere. We will get back the child. We will have a DNA. We will go to court. We will do the right things. We as a community have resolved that this matter will be sorted out properly.
He said the government of Cross River State is also stepping into the matter to make sure the stolen child is reclaimed.
While the National Assembly has resumed from its long recess on Tuesday, the House of Representatives and the Benue State government have agreed on the reasons for the spate of killings in the state in the past few months. While the deputy spokesman of the House, Philip Agbese, blamed Governor Hyacinth Alia for what it called his abandonment of the state anti-open grazing law for the increase in the killings of innocent citizens in recent times. The governor fired back, accusing Agbese of knowing next to nothing about how laws are suspended in state legislatures. Attacks in Ukum and Logo local government areas of Benue State in the past 3 weeks have left no fewer than 56 persons dead, with Governor Alia last week appealing for federal government's intervention to stem the tide. The two chambers had on March 27th proceeded on break to mark the Eid al-Fitr and Easter celebrations, and fixed Tuesday, April 23rd, the leadership of the House is committed to speaking against all forms of criminality in the country, particularly the killings of defenseless Nigerians and destructions of their properties. The president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Olushola Ladoja, has accused opposition political parties of orchestrating false factions within the students' body to destabilize its leadership. Ladoja made the accusation while addressing the recent developments within the education sector. He also spoke on NANS leadership as it affects matters of national and student interest. Ladoja cautioned former Vice President Atiku Abubakar against what he called coordinated political interference in student leadership, as he also accused popular activist Omoyele Sowore of sponsoring factionalism within the students' body.
The year 2025, led by Comrade Olushola.
The first official address of my tenure as President of National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS. I do not take this moment for granted. It is not merely a gathering. It is the ignition of a new chapter, one that will redefine how NANS is perceived, how it operates, and how it delivers on the mandate bestowed upon it by over 40.1 million Nigerian students. Let me say this emphatically. I choose to meet with you first because I understand the weight of your pen and the echo of your headlines. In a time when public opinion is as swift as lightning and as viral as wildfire, the media is not just an observer, it is a force. And when that force ends with truth and purpose, it can become a pillar of nation building. As a newly inaugurated president, I bear a vision not to born of personal ambition, but of historical necessity to rebrand NANS and restore its nobility as the conscience of the student community, the vanguard of education advocacy, and a true reflection of the idea that once moved nation from slumber to awakening.
The accusation is in line with the emergence of a factional NANS president, Atiku Issa, and his subsequent allegation of assault and abduction against President Bola Tinubu's son, Sheyi Tinubu. Issa claimed that Sheyi Tinubu had offered him 100 million naira to promote the president, an offer he said he declined. NANS, however, accused Issa of receiving funds to destabilize the association and falsely claim its presidency.
Let me tell you, you are talking about who and who am I referring to as the opposition party leader? Yes. Number one is the former Vice President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. I have a pictorial evidence where he claimed, even in his own Facebook wall, that he, as a NANS president, met with Atiku Abubakar, and there's picture. Atiku media also posted it. Sulem Lamido, he also met with Sowore, who is the publisher of Sahara Reporter. And you will have seen, if you are aware, if you are conversant with your media the way you said earlier on that day I did my inauguration, I talk about how we secure our campuses, that I'm going to organize a regional summit, a security summit, because of the killings around our campuses. And the Sogore and the Sahara Reporter, under 3 hours, published 8 different stories about my speech, trying to let people know that I'm castigating President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is not securing the campuses. It's not, you understand, you will have seen a political affiliation in those their statements. But I don't give a damn. I know campus summit I promised to do for Nigerian students.
Well, Ladoja denied the existence of any faction within NANS, suggesting that claims to the contrary are politically motivated attempts by opposition parties to undermine the association.
I've reduced drastically of dropout of students in school for financial reasons, because after NETFund pays your school fees, you still have stipend of 20,000 monthly that you'll be using to feed yourself and do school running. Like what you said earlier on, what is NANS doing with NETFund? I think some days ago we got a press release from National Orientation Agency that some schools are collecting NETFund and they are not disposing into student loan. Immediately I switched into action. I called my PRO to do a press release on that. Within 2 hours, the chairman, House Committee on NETFund, Comrade Ife Indero, give a call across to us through one of his aides that he saw our press release. Did we have any evidence of this? We told him yes, and we went there to pay him a courtesy visit, which he explained to us too, that the thing they've already involved ICPC to look into it, that we should give them time. And I also met with the NETFund chairman to let him know this is what we are hearing, what is it? Yes. And he told us they will also look into it. I think by next week Thursday, the NETFund have invited all the SUG presidents of the Nigerian campuses to have a meeting in Abuja. Let them come with their complaint, and with the NANS executive will be there to discuss and way forward and to know the problem and to see how we can resolve it. But I'm telling you here categorically as a NANS president that any vice chancellor, rector, found worthy of any dubious character in this NETFund who agitate for their going, they must be removed from office. Because when federal government is trying to do things,
the NANS president also addressed recent allegations that some schools are misappropriating NELFund student loan funds, as he confirmed that they had evidence and were assured that the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission (ICPC) was already investigating, with meetings scheduled between SUG presidents and NANS executives to address the issue. Asset Television News will make a return after the break. Stay with us. Thank you for being there. If you are just joining us, you are watching the news on Asset Television. Our Governor Umaru Bago of Niger State has announced a revision of the curfew hours imposed on the movement of motorcycles and tricycles within the Minna metropolis. In a statement signed by and released by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Ibrahim Bologi, in Minna, Bago said the new curfew hours will be from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. He said the adjustment was made based on security updates received from the State Security Committee. Bago assured the people of Niger that his administration would continue to engage with the Security Committee to assess the effectiveness of the curfew and make further adjustment as necessary. He urged citizens to remain law-abiding, emphasizing his administration's commitment to implementing policies that positively impact their lives and ensure their well-being. Now, the president of Dangote Group, Atiku Dangote, has said that those who are still fighting against the survival of his refinery were major marketers and traders are saying they were not the new leadership of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. Dangote said this as he praised President Bola Tinubu for assembling a capable leadership team at the NNPC, highlighting the appointments of Bayo Ojulari as the Group Chief Executive Officer and Amadou Kida as the non-executive chairman. In a statement, Dangote said he had visited the president to commend him for putting together a formidable and professionally competent team that is eminently qualified to take NNPC to a greater height. According to Dangote, the new management team brings a wealth of technical expertise and all have managerial experience that is essential for revitalizing Nigeria's most strategic public enterprise. And now to some weather report. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted haziness and thunderstorm from Tuesday to Thursday across the country. NIMET's weather outlook released on Monday in Abuja envisaged slight dust haze over parts of Katsina and Kano states during the forecast period on Tuesday. It anticipated a thunderstorm over parts of Taraba and Adamawa states during the afternoon and evening hours. According to the agency, the thunderstorms are anticipated over parts of Osun, Ekiti, Ondo, Oyo, Edo, Abia, Imo, Bayelsa, Lagos, Delta, Rivers, Cross River, and Akwa Ibom states later in the day. NIMET predicted cloudy skies on Wednesday with spells of sunshine over the northern states throughout the forecast period. It anticipated thunderstorm over parts of Taraba and Adamawa states during the afternoon and evening hours. With that story, we end the news. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms for more updates and programs. On behalf of the entire news crew, I am Eugenia Solomon. Thank you for watching.